Unfortunately, everyone in my family hates spinach and no one likes celery. And of course, onion is not a big food item around here either. So I'll be eating this soup by myself. But first, an idea I want to share with you. Go through your cupboard and take out all the canned items that are close to expiration date. In my case, I found chicken broth. So what I did was I decided to use the chicken broth with added water to make 2 cups, and then add 1 cup of rice to make some rice. You know how to make rice. It's 2 to 1. 2 cups water, 1 cup rice, boil, simmer, and you'll have dinner. But for today, let's talk about spinach. It is not the favorite food in many households. As a matter of fact, very few people actually like spinach. The recipe is simple enough. You simply boil the spinach for about 6 minutes, add the celery and onions to the boiled spinach, and then you liquefy your spinach later. And that's about it. Well, not quite. You'll want to save the water, of course, that you boiled your spinach in. About 2 cups of water, cook for about 6 minutes, and then save the water. Cool and save the water because you'll use that later to liquefy that green stuff. This is what your water will look like that water in that glass, but it's nutritious. Next, of course, you will want to saute your onion, clarify your onion as they say. I would have preferred to use butter, but I have no butter, so I use margarine. In my case, I added salt and pepper, but you may be as creative as you wish and add anything you wish to make it delicious. Also, 2 tablespoons of flour, all-purpose flour, in a mix of cold water. This I will add to the onions, the sauteed onions, and of course I will bring it all back up to a boil. And this is the sauce that I'm going to add the liquefied spinach to this sauce later. I also added a glass of milk, just like that. Next, add the liquid that you saved from cooking your spinach. Remember that liquid that I mentioned earlier? You want to add that to the spinach. You also want to add your celery and your green onions or scallion, and then you want to liquefy everything. In the meantime, of course, your sauce will thicken, and don't forget you have to stir this often. You do. Okay, so the spinach goes into the blender and everything is liquefied. If you need more water, by all means add more water. Liquefy the spinach. Then of course you want to add your liquid spinach to your sauce, just like that. And let that simmer for about 15 minutes, stirring often. Like I said, you have to stir this often. In the end, you'll have green spinach soup. Maybe you should serve this next Christmas. Green soup on Christmas with Christmas dinner. That ought to be a hit, don't you think? And of course now I will add a bit of cheddar cheese to my green soup and enjoy.